Mexico has a lot of patriotic symbols, such as the Mexican anthem, and as the heritage that defines us as the country we are, the Mexican flag. A symbol that reminds us our roots, being proud of the picturesque colors, and having the honor of calling our flag the most beautiful flag of the world.
The amazing story and every detail behind each color, element, and characters are perfectly imperfect. 1810. Miguel Hidalgo carrying an oil painting of the Guadalupe's Virgin was the first representation of our Mexican flag. Then Jose Maria Morelos created one in representation of Tenochtitlan. White, green, and red were the colors of the next flag. This one had an impact on the first Mexican Empire. Thanks to this, in 1822, there was another one created with the same impact of the first Mexican Empire. San Blas Battalion in 1847. From left to right, this flag was green, white, and red, and had an eagle with a snake on its mouth. Maximilian of Habsburg wanted to give the European families a place in all of this story, so he created one with 4 eagles in each corner of the flag. Each eagle represented one European family. 1968, our current flag was accepted by Gustavo Díaz Ordaz. Green, white, and red. Hope, unity, and blood is what represents us as proud Mexicans.
Nowadays, the current Mexican flag is divided in 3 vertical lines, with the colors green, white, and red, from left to right. In the middle part, which is the white one, we can find an eagle standing in a cactus with a snake in its mouth. The most common mistake that people make is taking the Italian flag and that has the same colors as the Mexican and just putting the eagle in the middle. This is a big mistake. The Mexican flag has a darker green and a different red color, and the measurements are different too. Some people can take this as a disrespectful action. According to an interview that De Las Heras Demotecnia made, the 44% of the Mexican population believes that the Mexican flag is the most important patriotic symbol of the country. This patriotic symbol was so meaningful that it has its national day. This day was instituted by the President Lázaro Cárdenas in 1940. This day is on February 24 of each year. But do we really commemorate it? Do we really give the importance it deserves?
In 2017, during the annual ceremony the government makes to celebrate the Flag Day, headed by Enrique Peña Nieto, the flag got stuck and it ripped. A big disrespect to this patriotic symbol and the minimum importance that is given to such day was shown. The government tries to make it seem as a priority, but in reality, they don't really get the meaning of it.
As it is stated in the Article 11 of our Mexican Constitution, besides the Flag Day, we also have to pay homage the 15th and 16th of September, as well as the 20th of November of each year. And it is our job as good civilians to recognize it. These are days off, or usually instead of commemorating it, we take it as a rest or vacation, losing the actual purpose of these days. Throughout the years as Mexicans, we had carried away with the idea of having a day off and partying, but this is not the point. We have to recognize these days and remember the patriotic heroes that fight for Mexico to be an independent country with rights and freedom.
Every flag has its own meanings and elements which makes them special and unique. Different stages are needed for it to evolve and become as perfect as they can be. At the beginning, our flag had different meanings. Green represented independence, white represented religion, and red represented union. The reason why this changed to unity, hope, and the blood of our heroes is because Benito Juárez created the reform laws in which the church separated from the state.
According to the Aristegui Noticias website, the 78% of the Mexican population believes that the patriotic symbols help us to be more united as a society. At a certain point, this statement is kind of true because we usually get together with our loved ones and friends to spend a good time without taking any importance to these patriotic days. We shouldn't do this. We have to make awareness and celebrate what is really important. Because if we continue with these bad habits, we will lose the whole point of these commemorative days.
We can call ourselves proud Mexicans or simply just Mexicans, but we don't take into account everything that comes around these concepts. Every country has its own customs and traditions. Some may fill out the concept of being a good citizen, and some may not, but it is definitely something that needs to change. We believe Mexico is a country full of diversity and richness. Most of our cultural aspects are parties, and we are very known for liking them, but we don't take into account the real meaning of these traditions.
It is easy to say you're a Mexican, but it's not easy fulfilling all the responsibilities that come with it. Not even our government, whose job is to represent the country and take major decisions for the good of us, don't take it all in. We were raised this way, and it will be very different to change, because changing someone's mind is not very easy at all, and more when it's about a topic of this level. We can do it. We have passed through worse things. This is another obstacle we will overcome together.
From an ethnic perspective, we look up to the Mexican flag as the most significant patriotic symbol. From an ethnic perspective, foreign people may look at it as another flag in the world. They won't look at it the same way they look at the one they represent.
Seeing our country deteriorates, thanks to the people that are supposed to take care of it, is rough.
We invite you to make some changes in your daily life, starting with small changes, hoping that in the future they will become big and transform the wrong way of thinking of these significant days.